we're doing another Tip Tuesday for you. So today we're going to show you a couple different ways to cut an onion. I'm going to try not to cry. So first, you just peel the onion. I always think it's easier to peel off the leathery, papery outside. And then if you think of an onion north to south, with the root being south, the top being north, we're just going to cut that off. So you don't want to cut off too much of the root, because this is actually going to help hold the rest of the onion together as we're cutting it. If you cut too much of that off, when you go to cut the onion, it kind of all starts falling apart. I'm sure you've all seen that. So you just cut just enough to get that root clean, and then leave this, and then we can discard the rest of that root later on. So now we're going to take this north to south again, and then we're just going to cut straight down. And then, as you can see, it's all going this way with the layers. So the first one I'll show you is just a Julienne. So if you're doing French onion soup or wanting to saute it, this is one way to do it, that you'll get nice thin ribbons of onion. So for this, we can actually take the rest of that root off. We're not going to need it to hold anything together. So you just clean that up, clean up the other side. And then this outside layer is a little mushy, sometimes it's a little papery, so we'll just take that off. And then you're just going to take your knife, kind of we're going to work around like this, so make sure you roll your fingers so you don't cut them. And then we're just going to go thin slices. Once you get to the top, it helps to just rotate your onion. Instead of trying to get a weird angle, you can just take your onion, flip it over, and then you're back to where you started. So we'll just keep going. Nice thin slices. And what you're left with is these nice thin ribbons of onion. You can saute those down, caramelize them, turn them into soup, or if you just want a little bit bigger, thin slices of onion, that's how you do a Julienne. So the other cut I'm going to show you is just how to dice. So this technique is going to be the same no matter what size dice you want. It's just you do bigger cuts. So this is where we do want this root still on here a little bit, just holding this onion together for us. It's going to kind of help keep things tight as we're cutting it. So the first thing you want to do is from the top, you're just going to take your knife straight across, and you're going to cut almost to the edge here of that onion. Then you're going to take your knife, and you're going to stay about, say, a 1/4 inch or so away from this root. You don't want to cut all the way down or all the way through. You're going to kind of cut at an angle, and right now I'm going to do a pretty large dice, and you're just going to make cuts all the way around. Turn your onion this way, then you'll just cut straight down. What you're left with is this nice uniform dice of onion. So you can cut this smaller if you'd like. Just do more fine cuts and you'll get a smaller dice. And then you can cut around this root if you still want to use this piece. Then just cut that, and it should be a nice uniform dice of onion. That way it's all the same size, it cooks evenly, and you have nice uniform pieces throughout your dish. That's what you're left with. That's how to dice. Hope that tip helped. Try not to cry when you're cutting onions, and we'll see you next time.